Good morning. Whatever you are, maybe afternoon. I'm gonna wait a few minutes for people to log in. This light language, I want each of you to set your intention in the comments, and I can uplift those intentions with that light language, and then we all can create a beautiful collective where our prayers are going to be heard. Hi Vanja, nice to meet you. Christine, nice to meet you. Leanne, welcome. Suhata, can you guys hear me okay? I have my headphones. Last time you guys were not able to hear me. Rosa, Shaina, welcome. Kira, Christine, again. Mary, Judy, welcome. Sue, my love, I think I will see you later if I remember correctly. My memory, it's been so off. I'm constantly grounded, and this is something that I wanted to do today. When I feel Jordan, welcome. Good, awesome. Chanel, welcome. Please share with me the places where you live so I can know the times that I should do these lives, stuff like that. And okay, that's a great intention. If you set your intentions in the comments, you don't need to put in a comment. If you don't want to, you can just do it into your heart. But sometimes when you do it physical, like doing mantras or affirmations, it's kind of like more powerful because you set your intention and then your consciousness listen to your intention. We have different aspects of us that are separated because we live in Hawaii. That's beautiful. Because we live in separation. But oh, California, New York. I have many people from New York. Actually, the majority of the people that request drawings are for New York. I have like few cities that they kind of like the things that I do. Oh, Serbia, that's amazing. Okay, let's, of course, my two. So I have another session in few minutes. So before any session, I do an alignment between the channels and my energy. So this time I'm going to do it live. So you guys can, I'm gonna turn my computer off because sometimes I think electronics will make noises. California, I have a lot of people from California. California and then Australia. I have a lot of friends. And UK, I do have a lot of friends too. I think from US, probably from any state, but I have many from Florida, for California, for New York, like a lot. Yes. Yes, Rish. Yes, this is what I would like to do today. Beautiful, Christine. Neanderthals. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I have few friends from there. One of them, she does beautiful arts, angelic drawing. She does amazing. Okay, this is some of the things that we're going to work on the next course you did. To notice your intentions and your perceptions. So let's do the practice. If you guys hear me okay, I'll just go for it then. I'm going to drink some water. Looks like a beer. It's not a beer. It's just a glass bottle that I found, and then The water tastes beautiful. This is something that I'm doing and putting water bottles in the sun so they can recharge, and then I put them in the fridge, and then oh my god, that's beautiful. So good. Lisa, welcome. Joanna, mi amor, thank you for being here. Let's start. You can set your intentions in the comment, or you can set your intentions within your heart. It does not matter. In reality, Spirit already knows what we will like and then what it's meant to be. I would like you guys to just breathe, and as you breathe, relax. I'm going to ask your higher selves to be in charge, your soul to be next to you on your right. Your higher self will be in front of you. Your spirit is going to be on your left. And then your multidimensional self is going to be in the back. This multidimensional aspect, it will be the aspect that can be angelic, can be galactic, the one who is connected to the universal grid, and who is going to open your higher chakras. The galactic, the intergalactic, the soul chakra, the halo chakra, and the crown. And you may feel any tingling on your head, warming, opening your chakras. And as you gently breathe, you don't need to pay attention exactly on what I'm saying. Just go with your flow. Your guides are going to assist you. And only the highest and the highest light can come through. This is a safe space for all of us. And if we know someone that needs healing or support, is having a rough time, just set our intention so we can just send love to them. I'm going to allow, having working with serious beings today, so I'm going to allow them to come through. Ireki ish neki esakoish manenete inasakoiki yatishna ishnaki esakoiki yayaki naki nashe yaki ineki ishkama sakoishki neki ete sakoiki yate ishneki yako soiki nayake rukurubu neki eshekin rukurukutukusukushu maneki eshikiete kesukurukuru maneki eshikiete Mishkitaka akoiki di ishkina asekokuineki ishkienate inasekoiki ikinaki esh ni ete iasakoiki. I would like to ask each of you to sense your energy field and notice in what aspect of you you're lacking from energy. It could be your emotional body, your mental body, of your physical body. And as you do, this team of beings of light, they are doctors of the light, they are shamans, they work with sacred geometry and ancient symbology, they influence the ancient religions from our planet. They also work with colors and sounds and Sanskrit words, or light language. Ishkina ase koiki kia kerakosh karokomaneneki ishnaki etesa koiki ishkina se koitishkina se keneki ayate. And that you just notice what it's being signaled from your body. Allow the energy that is coming through this transmission to find a harmonic resonance with yourself, all that you are, and all that it is around you. As you just notice, pay attention to what you are being lifted and dissolve, and the heaviness is going to disappear. Kia kokoma kineki ishkina se kokono maki ishkianate. Esna kokoro kumashkina seki hisakite kokoi kineki esakoi kia. Ni iki ishkina se kokiti ikiana koi kina ki ishna kia che inea kia kiana. And as you breathe, and gently and slowly allow this frequency to be integrated and assimilated for your physical vessel, your emotional body, or your mental body. Just notice where you are standing tall. What the chatter of the mind is telling you. If those ideas are uplifting you or are pulling you down. And as you notice, exercise the capacity to go back to your center, in front of the chatter. Develop the capacity to discern from the channels that are being streamed around you. And develop the capacity to choose the best channel for you to match with. Ishkina sakokoki iti ishnaki esakoiki ishnaki eche inesekoiki yaki ishnakomaki anate cheshki anasokoiki ratere karo anaya kiya. And as you develop the awareness, that awareness is going to be the best practice you can do in your day for remain in a neutral field and have the capacity to pay attention to the information that is being broadcast around you and select the one that will serve you the most. Ishkinasaki ikinaki ishkianaso kokoyaki yanaki ishnati iasakoiti. And as you breathe and integrate, when I let this speak through me, they're going to give like a short message. I'm going to do my best to be a clear conduit for unconditional love and pure source consciousness. We are speaking as a one voice by being a collective or doctors of the light. We work with ancient system if we are master in codex, in sacred geometry, in symbolism. It is your duty to teach, guide, and lead about the language of the light and the benefits and the uses. And what we wanted to share with each of you today, it was how a symbol will represent an imprint of an energy that is equal to a currency. That currency can be a distorted one or it can be a harmonious one. The choice is going to be on the imprint that is placed on that memory. That memory will be attached to a symbol. If you decided to work with the flower of life symbol, and even if you draw it or sew it or do a crystal grid or just put a candle or just set your intention on top of this flower of life symbol that many of you already know, you will instantly add an extra charge of light into your day. And this is a simple practice each of you can do. It was used for The Atlantean civilization, it was used for ancient Egyptians, it was used for many other races. It was shared from father to son. How symbolism and setting intentions could be an advantageous tool for each of you to find the alignment. We do understand that in the plane that you are expressed right now, density is quite heavy. And it was meant to be that way, and it was designed that way for each of you at the soul level. And it was designed that way because you knew you had the capacity to transcend it all. You knew you had the tools, the wisdom, the knowledge, the power to transform that heaviness into light. And you wanted that way because it was going to be a challenge, that it was going to bring a profound growth at every level. We do understand that many of you forgot how to connect with your source and with your soul wisdom. Take advantage of any practice that will serve you. It could be symbology, it could be any other. But ask yourself, what changes do I need to do in order for me to feel better? A daily basis. And that is going to be the baby step that is going to create ripples of change, not only into your world, but also into this plane that it's called Gaia, that it's already been in a new reorganization. And as you just take a very deep and cleansing breath, notice how your energy field receive an adjustment. And this adjustment is going to be with you for the next few hours. We're grateful and pleased to speak to you today. And we'd like to offer our support. If any of you need support, you can call us by your intention. You can ask your higher self, your guides, that you would like to receive assistance, and we will be glad and pleased to offer any assistance or any guidance if you would like, or if you feel drawn to our teachings. Ishniki esekoiki ikinaki eshko komaki neki iate ishnaki ete. And now notice that you are grounded with a feeling of expansiveness. And even though the shadow is still there, you are not aligned with that shadow of the noise. You are aligned with the silence that loudly speaks love. And this is a practice that we bring forth for all of you, including this channel. And always exercise your intuition. Every practice, every message can be adjusted into your own necessities. And when you exercise your own intuition, you will restrain your own capacity to have your own wisdom source from within. Ishnaki eseko iki ishkina eseko iki yate naki eseko iki neki ishnaki eseko ishti ishnati ete. Please and honor to connect. Stay blessed. Oh, that was good. I think they slapped my face too. That was good. Thank you, or for being here with me. I'll read your intentions later. Ben, Seika, Danielle, Julie, Value. That's very important. Diana, Teresa, and Marie, thank you for being here. Susan, Sorika Angel, thank you. Frederick. Yeah, I even needed that because I'm doing a lot, and then somehow I felt like overwhelmed, and then I said, you know what? I'm just gonna stop the shutter and then reconnect myself. And this is something that I normally don't do it that long. I have learned to do it in a short process, just using my breathing. Oh, sorry. Just using my breathing and my intention. Sometimes I drag code with a marker so I will remember myself to go back to my center. Thank you. Thank you all. This, guys, I'm gonna speak briefly about what I perceive. Okay, they look like okay, I go within. They look like a mix between a priest and a monk. The energy look very masculine to me, more like monk type thing. The kind of male energy that it's so peaceful that do not need to raise their voice or be violent or aggressive or controlling, because it's just so connected within its wholeness. I hope that makes sense. They look like aliens. They have like gold auras. I think they are still with us. Yeah, they look like aliens. They have different forms. I don't think they will have like one type. I think they all look different. And Cyrus, I'm not sure how to pronounce it actually in English. They are characterized, for what I have learned and I'm still learning, from having a variety of different forms. They can go from water feline to alien into a very humanoid, kind of like avatar thing. And there are others that have like animal faces, like dog faces, like the ancient gods of Egypt, bear faces, fox faces. I kind of saw like a frog type one, and then once the dolphins and the whales that are from Cyrus, the ones that I have seen, they are different than the ones from this planet. They look like humanoid type thing. It's like a half man with half dolphin, like this. It's a weird shape. I haven't drawn them yet, but I have seen them sometimes. So from Cyrus you have variety, but at the same time the similarity that I can perceive is that they work with like language, symbols, psychogeometry, and yes, sounds, colors. That was kind of their thing. Probably they will feel kind of more like ancestors' vibe to us than many other races. I hope that makes sense. Yes, also Pleiadians influence Native American, and there are some Andromedans that look like Native American as well. I think Andromedans came to Mexico too. Actually, I went with the natives that are here in Sonora, and they were channeling Andromedans, and they look like Mexicans. Yes, they look like Mexicans. It's just, yeah. They look like short and brown and kind of reddish, yellowish, like very earthy vibe. The difference it was their foreheads were like bigger, and I think bigger heads, and then they kind of had like a lantern right here. It's kind of I felt. Yes, I think our ancients were influenced by many races, even the ancient Anunnaki, and then they are also experts on psychic geometry. And who else? Orions. The Orions and the Andromedans, they work with portals. They are specialists on portals, and also they are keepers of portals. Whoever travels, astral travel, and kind of remember what you do on your dreams, they are the ones that are in charge, are in our side to take care of safe travels for us. If any of you had any encounter that it was nasty, it was because it was meant to be some lesson that you needed to learn or anything. I had those when I started doing astral travel, and I hated. I said, "Oh, I always got to shitty places," but it just goes away when you shift your frequency, and then you no longer are afraid of whatever. I think those shitty travels, I hope I described this correctly, it's not outside of this planet. I think it's in this planet. I think it's in the ether. It's the holographic consciousness that's being created by every human that it's doing video games and terror movies and stuff like that. So I don't think it's real. I think it's just planes that are kind of fake planes where we learn something. Probably it's not to be afraid of. And somehow before leaving this plane, we go into those shitty astral places where you find entities, stuff like that, but I don't think they're really entities. I think they're just holographic programs, base fear that humans created. I hope that makes sense. That's my theory. I can be wrong. That's my theory. I don't think those entities have soul or anything. I think it's just like a video game where you are going to learn something, kind of like in Matrix. Do you remember Matrix, that it was different rooms and then each room had like a different scenario? This is kind of what happens when you go in the astral travel. There are different scenarios, and then in between it's just a void. That is just nothing. It's just, so whenever I see myself entering, it's just like a fake scenario thing, and then I enter into a dream that it's a movie situation thing happening. And then why is supremacists created? I don't know what you mean. White supremacists. Look, Lindsay, I don't know anything about that. All I can see it is that there are different segments and different dimensions. What can be real in one cannot exist in the other. So at a certain point, everything is real and everything is true. But at a certain point, because your reality is going to base between your perception and the dimension that you are I reside in. So there is a lot of things online that were created in the old paradigm. So try not to follow, that's my advice, and I will close with that. Try not to follow awakening online. Follow your awakening within. Go on ground, explore your soul. Allow yourself to be in contemplation, and then explore what is within. Who are your guides? What are your soul journeys that you ever had right here and any other planes? Because reality, it's subjective. It's not really that real. Even if you think I'm real, I'm not real, because I'm just atoms that look like I'm solid, and I can feel solid because I believe I am solid. But in reality, the reality varies. When your third eye opens, you will see that things that we believe it's real, it's not real, and then it opens your consciousness and you have more access of information. So not everything that happened in the astral travel, it's real, because when you astral travel, your consciousness integrated in a form you can understand it, but it does not mean it was real. Like, for example, in my travels, I have a cell phone, and then in my cell phone I say, "Oh, I'm Turian. Hey, hello, dude, what do you want?" But I don't have a cell phone. It's just the way that my consciousness. And then in my dreams, I'm always driving. I don't have a car for astral travel. It's just my Merkaba that looks like a car, because I don't know. because it's the way that my consciousness understand. I have kind of vehicle of light that I travel. I hope that makes sense. But I don't want to do this too long. Let me ask just this question. What if you take photos of something that is another dimension? That can happen because sometimes you are in portals, like if you go to Sedona, and probably you will catch up some spaceships, but it could be that you were between worlds and then you can catch up aliens or whatever, but it's because you had an access into other planes of existence. It could be our future. It's I don't even understand it completely. I'm still learning. How long do I meditate? Oh my God. I don't meditate like you guys do because I am connected the majority of the time. So for me, it's like a state of connection where I go in and out all the time. So I don't feel the need to go and meditate for 20 minutes because probably I was connected for 8 hours. And then when I finish painting, for example, or channeling or writing, whatever I'm doing, I'm meditating. For me, painting or doing the job that I do, it's been in meditation because I'm connected and I'm having certain information, and then I go in and out. And then when I finish, I want to do normal stuff. But I noticed that normal stuff can feel different when you are connected, when you are present. Even drinking water is just like drinking an elixir of heaven. It's just like, so good. And even eating nuts can be just, oh my God, I never knew that nuts taste so awesome, or almonds or peaches or whatever. But it's because we lost that sense of connection. That's me. But you guys, meditation is so important because it is the opening for us to explore our soul. But for me, when I draw, it's like a meditation because I'm not thinking. Actually, when I need to think what I'm going to draw, I block myself and I can't. Sometimes people give me directions like, I want to have a priestess like this, and then I want you to draw a unicorn like this, and I want the unicorn to fly around me. And when people give me directions, I can't. Because I normally will go within and then we'll have images, and then I'll put music, and then I will be doing whatever drawing I'm doing. I hope that makes sense. So my meditation, it's being present. I hope that makes sense. Yes, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna try to be and do more lives more often. I will have a session in a few minutes, and then I will have another session, and then I'm working on I will post hopefully today or tomorrow the information about the light language course. I'm working on the login details, and then everything. It's going to be 2 models, 10 videos where I speak and share my knowledge about light language basics. I search a little bit about what our ancients did, how soul heal, how dolphins use sound, all that stuff are in those videos. And then the types of codes, so we can understand if I see a mandala, for example, what that mandala will mean to me, or with what frequency I'm working with. And then on the second level, my friend Frederick and I did 10 meditations working with different frequencies, so you guys can recognize how that frequency will feel for you. Because one imprint that is a code is going to feel totally different for me, and no one else will perceive what I perceive. And each of you will have your own unique message, and then we all collectively will have another message. That's what light language or any light teaching. That's why probably we can disagree about astral travels, and it's fine because we have different perceptions, and that's fine because probably our journey is different, and we all have a right to believe and go and feel and explore whatever we think it's the best for us. So I'm going to be working on that. Any questions, please message me. Aww, that's beautiful, Faye. I have been working a lot with angels, and actually my latest drawings have been angelic versions of us. How do you open up to channel? Just you practice. We all can channel, we all can do light language, but when you practice, you are practicing trusting that what you are hearing and seeing is true, and being confident. That is our challenge for all of us. Actually, when I started doing light language, I was so scared. I was so insecure. I will start in my video saying, I don't know what I'm doing, but and then I will start because I was not trusting myself. And I was not feeling safe about the energies that I would go to channel. I didn't know what I was saying. I couldn't understand. But I have been working with light language for years. It's not like a lot. So just practice. Just practice, set your intentions, and then if you do it constantly, you're going to know and form a pattern that it will serve you for you to channel. That will be like my best advice. Thank you all for being here. Yes, we all do. We all need to do that, Christine. I will read your comments later. Thank you all for being here with me. Thank you so much. Have a blissful, blessing day. Bye-bye.